All right, we are getting up and moving right now. So it looks like we are coming through. Are you seeing anything on your end, my friend?
Let me see.
And while we're doing that, I just want to welcome everybody back to the Night Trader channel. This is the Night Trader crew. We are here watching the SPY, that's the S&P 500 ETF Trust Index, and we are looking at SPY options. Today, the Night Trader crew is rocking and rolling. We are 2 minutes to open, and we are trying to find the best possible trade setups for everybody out there while still having some fun. It looks like at the very moment, about 5 minutes ago, the SPY was caught in a falling wedge and is now making a break back to the upside. Just touching back to 399. We did hit 400 in the pre-market. We closed at 402.33 on Friday. So we are a little bit down. I am expecting some sort of a push or a huge drop in the next, looks like 54 seconds. My man, do you hear everything good on your end? Are you checking out the stream on
Yeah,
your end? Is the
everything
sound
works
going?
fine on
Let
my
me
side. Yep.
let me go ahead and get the music going because it looks like that's on mute. And let me also check it. Okay. Okay, we are live rolling. All right, to hear me. And this is live, so let's get to live.
Everything working?
Oh, this is old. Yeah, there we go. There's the live. And there is open right now. That's the opening bell, 309, 399. All right, it looks like that it is going for the move that I said it's going to move for. We are up already 20 cents. We're at heavy resistance right now. We're above the midline of the linear regression, and we are facing VWAP. We're probably looking at a bounce for VWAP. It looks like, oh, we went up to VWAP. We're breaking through. We're breaking through, and we're going to
Heavy volume in this first minute.
Oh, wow. Do you see that volume bar?
Yes.
You're probably hearing some crazy stuff in the background.
Have you
Yep.
something running?
That's fine. No, I took it off. Oh, wow. We've gone up 50 cents. It is just running. Wow, this is exactly what I said. I love being right. I knew there was going to be, just from that, and if you're wondering why I was thinking that, right before open, we were crashing, not crashing down, but falling. And we hit what was almost a double bottom. If you could see my screen right here, I have the wedges and triangles all draw themselves automatically. This is just a huge pop. We ran out of the linear regression. I would definitely not suggest any longs at this point. Although, let's see, where is our high and our low? So let me go ahead and look to the other side. Wow. SPY is completely blasted through the entire morning range. Let's see. I'm trying to look for a high and a low. High at 402.91. That's on the 1 minute, and just from what's on my chart. Low at 398.68. Just blasting through support and resistance on the 1 minute. Let's see. 931. There has already been an 88-cent move in a minute. Well, 2 minutes. All right, give me 1 second. I'm
And
just
it
going to sip
seems
my
to
coffee.
continue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let me pull up. I have way too many. I have 3 Ameritrade charts in front of me, so let me get the options chains. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the November 22nd, 28, 0 DTEs. That's 0 days to expiration. That's what I'm looking at right now is 0 days to expiration. So if you hear me make a call, which would never be financial advice, just me talking about it, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 0 days to expiration, SPY options at the money. If you're talking about puts right now, you're talking about 400. If you're talking about calls right now, you're talking about 401. Oh, wow. We broke 400 with monstrous aggression. How long does it continue? We're sitting at the, oh, wow. We're at the 200 DMA right now. That's the displaced moving average. It's just basically 200 day, but it's moved forward about 3 ticks. This looks like it's got the power to break it. I have to be honest with you. From what I'm looking at, this looks like it's got the power to break it. And all I see is buy orders. I don't know if you're looking at my screen right now, my man. Do you see this?
Oh yeah.
Where's the red? There's no red. And it's saying it's going to, so my computer's saying it's going to go down, but we know that that's bullshit because there's no red. This is all buy pressure. Where's the volume? The volume is consistent and it's raising and it's about to break the previous bar. All right, so this is going to break. Where does it end? That's the question. So where does it end for me? It looks like we had a monstrous drop. This is the 28th. I was looking at about 5 a.m. on my phone is when I saw the drop was, between 4 and 5. So that's where the 402. See, this is saying it's 7. I saw it happen between 4 and 5. So maybe that's a little bit of discrepancy between this and Ameritrade. So, but here's, if you're looking for levels, and these will be automatically drawn. See, the move was so big that the computer can't even catch up right now. So my 1 minute doesn't even have levels over here because we just blasted through what it expected. Now I do have levels. Wow, this looks crazy on Ameritrade. I can actually, let's see, can I pull that over? Everything's okay there. Account, that's not really a big deal. This is nuts. This is nuts. Let's go ahead and take a look at Motive Wave. Motive Wave, let's go ahead and redo the Elliott Wave predictions. Motive Wave is calling for a stoppage at 495. Wow, it's already a 2-point move. It broke right over the DMA. Hold on, I got to pull up. There we go. I just got to make sure OBS is up so I can see. Sometimes the wrong screen's up. This, I got to be honest. I kind of, if you pull back the tape, the first thing I said is I'm expecting a run. And I even told this to my friend. Hold on, I'm gonna text a friend at a firm right now. I said on Friday, I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna read this. All right, this is Monday. This is last Monday, November 21st, 12:35 p.m. I don't know. Yeah, that's me, not no, that's midday. Huge rally next Monday, just a feeling. That's me. He says, Christmas rally, nothing new. This one might have more oomph to it. I said, that was a few weeks ago. This one is strange. I knew. I just knew. I was like, people are going to be so, because Thanksgiving we're closed, we're getting red signals now. So I'm getting drop signals, but I don't know. I got to be honest. Those signals, see, this is why you need multiple modes of confirmation, because everything is saying this should go down. MACD is saying this should go down. I mean, the dollar is going down, so obviously this is going up. RSI's overbought like crazy. But it's all buy. It's all buy orders.
Chart at the bottom.
What's my what?
The new chart at the very bottom. Is that the DXY?
You talking about at the bottom?
Yeah, at your bottom.
Yeah, that's the DXY. That's the US dollar. And, like we had explained on last stream, and for anybody that missed it, the US dollar is exactly inverse to SPY. If the SPY is going up, the dollar is going down. If the dollar is going up, the SPY is going down. Give me one moment to pull up a full DJI. So it was such a good indicator that I literally put it on my chart as an indicator. Like, this is its own chart. I don't know what symbol we have going on there. Let's get that moving. All right, so what is this, 1 minute? All right, is this the SPX? This is the Dow Jones. All right, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Where's the DJY? DJY. going on? Oh, I'm sorry. DXY. That's what happens when you don't sleep a lot. DXY. Where are you? It should be here. I have all these things. DXY. There you are, baby. Okay. Oh. Eye problems again. For anybody listening, I got a piece of coffee in my eye this morning, and it has been quite a nightmare. Haven't been able to get it out. It keeps shifting in and out, but it's giving me an attack right now. Yeah, it's not good when you got to look at stuff.
Need to get rid of that thing.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, so let's see. He actually said, so the Fed meeting is a catalyst for short-term rally. We've been so focused on the Fed. Once this stops, it'll all be about earnings. 1Q full-year forecast when companies report are going to make or break the market, in my opinion. Maybe. I have a thing in my eye. So, and we are back over 400, by the way. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I mean, we double bottomed. With Thanksgiving happening and nobody being able to trade Thursday, a little bit of trading Friday, general decent outlook, no big, huge negative things. I was like, this is just primed for at least a 2-point move, either direction at least. And it was up, which is kind of what I expected from what the pre-market went. It really is starting to get predictable. Now, you can get tricked a lot, but the general sentiment is usually just I got to be honest, like it's as simple as what's the opposite of what was happening in pre-market. So like you saw like big falls in pre-market and then bam, as soon as we opened, bam, huge move to the upside. It's just crazy how often that happens. It's not even...
How does it happen, would you say?
I would say all the time. All the time, like 60%, more than half. More than half of the time, if you have a major move in one direction during pre-market, SPY just reverses on you at open. It's insane. It happens more often than not. And I gotta be, once this channel grows and we start getting people talking to us and asking questions, I think that, some other people will have some opinions on that, which I really want to hear. I really want to hear a lot of opinions on stuff. It's the best way to learn, really. All right. So it looks like we hit a top, or, just a local right now top at about 483 cents. We built resistance there. We got the drop indication from the break of the trend line. And now it's holding over the displaced moving average and the top of the linear regression line. These are 2 points of support. Sell pressure is very light. So if you're watching this and you can't read charts or know what's happening, basically this means not a lot of people selling shit. So yeah, we're seeing some red bars, and the way that they're moving makes me think there could be a jump. My AI is calling for a big jump. But AI, I don't want, hopefully, I don't want to say anything against the AI that it gets mad at me in the future when we release it on the world. But it's not always right. So sometimes good old-fashioned watching, price action, and technical analysis can pretty much give you what's going on. The steam is stopped. Now the market's trying to figure out a direction where, say it again?
Yeah, the steam already stopped after 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that's, this is normal. We have, huge moves. It's hard to follow this up. I mean, this was 398. Let's see, where's 930? At 930, we were still in, 398, and then bam, just minute by minute, green, huge candle, just breaking through every support, every resistance, making entirely new local resistance at the top. There's maybe, let's see, no, there's nothing, because we're only going to count this morning's pre-market resistance. We're not going to look at Friday's numbers. Now, once we break one or the other ways past Friday's numbers, then we're talking, if we break past 402.64 from, coming in from Friday, or we break down below 398, actually a little bit lower. Yeah, about 398 exactly. This is showing a little bit higher, but 398 is where we're gonna see a turnaround. We are, let's see, are we over VWAP? We are way over VWAP right now. Not way over, but I mean, I'm looking at a falling wedge forming, which leads me to believe that there's going to be another retest at the top. So this is what I'm thinking. We're either going to crash down, somehow break this DMA. This is just the midline for, what is this? What are you? Oh, this is just the midline for the trendline AI indicator. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing the sell pressure come in, obviously, because they saw such a huge run. So now that's another thing that's going to happen. You know, for the new people, if you see a huge run, you know, there's going to be a pullback. That's just how it works. These things work in waves, just like the ocean. Although from what I'm seeing, now I'm looking to the right, and let me zoom in a little bit. Looks like the 30, who's purple? Who's purple? Let's see, the 13. So the 13 is acting as strong support right now. I'm seeing 4 bars that are bouncing off the 13, which leads me to believe that we're going to make another retest for the top. So if we break, and here's the logic behind it. So now we see that we made a local top. Now you can either draw that out for yourself or have an AI do it. I always think the indicators are the best for that.
Just high of the day, is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, because the day's 14 minutes. So that is high of day right now. If we break that, we're going to see another move, and we're not going to see resistance until, let's see. I mean, this is telling me 401.85. Yeah. 401.85. That's a huge move. So anyway, so let's see. What's a good idea right now? But we have no confirmations, but we are in a falling wedge. So I would say 401 calls are right now at 78 cents. Let's just say we went in on a call at 78 cents right now. Boom. All right. So 401 calls at 78 cents. We're gonna do a little paper trade in our heads. Let's see. Where can I find a price tag? Price label. 401 was at 78 cents.
And it doesn't look bad at all right now.
So 401, 78 cents. It's at 83 cents right now. So if you got 10, you're up 50 bucks. Not financial advice. Don't make this move. But that's what I would say was what we're looking at. I would go calls. The calls are kind of bouncing around. I don't have my full-on. Maybe I should get the options chain up on my computer because I don't have the full implied volatility. Let's see. Probability in the money, out of the money. Implied volatility, 25%. Open interest, 23,000. All right, so I don't see a lot of reason to get out of this call, although it is at 79. So we're right, a penny over paper buy. So we're looking for 401. Yeah, this is. It is weakening. It is weakening. I'd get out. I would get out of the 401 at 75 cents with a 4-cent loss.
We just broke the point of control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, we did break the point of control.
It's a bit different on your chart.
Yeah, so we would have got out at 75 cent with a 4-cent loss. I don't see the steam that I saw. Do I still think we're going to see 401? Yeah, I do. I think we're going to... Oh, look at this. It's already back to 78 cents. So I was being safe, but, 401, I still think we're going to see 401. So 401 calls at this point still, I mean... trying to think if I myself want to trade right now. Now, I was having a discussion with my partner over here. about, you know, trading, you know, while we're, you know, obviously live trading, all that other stuff. I just find it really hard to concentrate, and I'm way more comfortable not streaming while I trade. So I'm going to be calling out trades that I'm seeing. It doesn't mean that I'll necessarily be taking them all, but I will be calling them out just like I did before. I did call out 401. It's right now at 75 cents. I don't know. I don't see this having a dramatic fall right now with the way that I'm looking. To me, it looks like we're just going to retest these supports a couple times and then blast back up through this resistance. So I'm going to stick with that call of 401.
You're right.
Yeah, and right now it's lower than where I called it. So I'd probably... Say it again?
Maybe we're testing VWAP right now. And then
we're not near VWAP yet. So no, there's too much resistance. You could be right. Just from that candle I saw, but I don't think so. If it does that, then
where's the VWAP on your chart?
I mean, I have it up on the screen. It's right here. The orange. Orange is always VWAP on my charts. You'll notice uniformity. Like my DMA is always a heavy blue line. My resistance supports are always green and red. I try to make green and red pretty much just so that everything's obvious. Purple, if you see purple, that's a 13 moving average. Blue is a 30. Green's a 48. There's the 1348. This is dropping. I'm seeing I think you might be right. But I don't see the steam. It looks like it wants to test VWAP. It's also forming and you might not be able to see it on this screen. Let's see. Can I get my... All right, so you can see that, yeah. So that's the Ameritrade screen. I just threw it in front of everything. You can see that I'm crazy on Ameritrade too with my indicators. But yeah, it looks like it's about to test VWAP. You're right. You were 100% correct. I think you're right. I didn't think it would have the steam. I kind of still don't. But that looks like, I don't know. If I look at Ameritrade, that's exactly what I think is going to happen. If I look at TradingView, it doesn't look as likely. But Ameritrade says that you're 100% right, and we're about to test VWAP right now. VWAP's at 399.92. VWAP's at 399.92. I still think we have upside. I'd still be looking at calls short term. And 401, it's about 69.70 cents. It's hovering in that area. I would be averaging into it, honestly. If I had bought at 78, I'd be averaging into those calls.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I would probably get out... What's my stop loss? I don't want to do... what did I say? 401 at 78. I would probably call it at 65. Just for a re-entry. So we called... So it's 401 at 78 cents. At 65 cents, we would jump out. I know some people will say stop loss at the SPY option price, but the option price doesn't relate to the, or the cost of the option isn't exactly indicative. Now, yeah, your delta will tell you mathematically your price of your security as compared to your option, but that I can't do on the fly. So I'm just going to say 65 cents. Yeah, so I'm just going to say 65 cents on the... Do I have my deltas on? See, I'm looking at the chain on my phone. I just prefer... I'm going to need two I think I need two Thinkorswims. Because it's not big enough. Or maybe I just need a larger screen. But I want the options chain of Thinkorswim and the Thinkorswim chart. And I know that I could do that on the same screen, but... I want them both huge, so I guess I need to maybe switch this over to a 50-inch or something. Wow, this is a lot of red. I'm trying to adjust my, I have a buy and sell volume indicator, and it's just, I don't know.
Just said the heaviest volume can.
Looks like everything's turning. This DMA, or not the DMA, this support line is holding like pretty hard. If this support breaks, then we will test VWAP. It looks like we tested VWAP on Ameritrade. I don't see it on... Oh, yeah, we did test VWAP for a millisecond on... So, yeah, we did.
We did, yeah.
Uh-oh, the eye thing's coming back. Oof. So, I'm still going to call... I'm going to call VWAP to hold. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to go wash my eye.
Some downward movement right now.
Oh, man, that is painful. I apologize to anybody listening and to my friend over here. Oof, that is painful. Looks like we're still holding VWAP, though. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm seeing, I'm seeing a turn. Oh, yeah. We're at the midline. There's so much support, but I don't know. It looks like it wants to slam down and test. God, what would it test? It would test the midline. We're already under VWAP. Well, this is not, yeah. So we're at about 65, 66. I would, if you're in for calls, I would cut my call right now and readjust. You know, 10 calls. It's about $130 loss.
Yeah, pretty much at the stop
But
loss you.
one call, $13, so no big deal. And that's why I like to, you know, I guess it really depends. You know, if we want to get into that conversation about averaging in, dollar cost averaging in on option, excuse me, on options, or if you just want to grab your entire, it really depends. With scalping, you know, most of the time we really just want to grab, you know, I like 10. Because every move is, or every penny is basically a $10 move. What'd you say?
Do you mean 10 contracts?
Yeah, 10 contracts. If I average in, I'll start anywhere like 1 to 3 because I am not sure 100%, and you know I want to leave room to average in. But yeah, I would say normally. I mean, more is actually better, but and if you're starting, obviously, you know, keep your size low. Keep your stop losses tight.
Start with one, because
Yeah.
like $100 to $200 at the money, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, exactly. And look at this. So we would have got out at 65. It's down to 54. So you would have already saved yourself. So yeah, that was. I still think it's a valid call. Just not short term. Not right now. But I do think we're going to break this, and I think we are going to hit 401. And now it's cheap as shit. I mean, even 400's at 95 cents, so I would say rather soon I would probably get into 400 calls at 95 cents. Not financial advice. I mean, there's just not enough oomph here. DXY's turning. RSI's coming back up. MACD extended a little bit more to the downside, but is still ready to turn. Let's go ahead and look at my motive wave. Motive wave, I don't want to tell you what it says. It basically says that it's going to take a shit into the ground and hit 398. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. There we go. So that's what motive wave is saying. Whoa. Yeah. Motive wave.
Yet.
Motive wave is calling for
No, yep.
a destruction. It's just like, boom! Like, what even is this? It has no... It's just constant threes to the ground. So these are all your subwaves. And here's your major wave. Here's your 3. So... Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta be honest. I've been disagreeing. I was disagreed with it all last week. It was all right. It's usually, I don't know why this is, but for whatever reason, when it's calling for the upside with Elliott Wave, it's more correct than when it's calling for downside. I don't know why that is. Let me just get this back out of the way, and I'll make it easier to pull that chart up. Like I said, you know, just another late day, problems with my eye, blah 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 blah. So. But we still got everything you need. All right, so right now I'm looking at a monstrous falling wedge. Everything's calling for a reversal. We got a lot of resistance, support turned resistance right here to break through. We've got the 1 minute support right here at 390.90 or 399.90. We've got the displaced moving average here at 399.88, which we are still under. We're under the midline of the linear regression, which is usually a stopping point for things. We are above multiple resistance and old supports. We are hitting the bottom of the beast. You know, which I'll basically, you know, tell to the viewers because we haven't explained it fully. Consider it basically a thick, crazy Bollinger Band. But I don't know. I've pretty much, outside of my first call this morning, my second and third call, well, my second call is wrong right now, so I don't know what's going to happen. I still think we're going to break to the upside. I'm just not sure when right now. Things have gotten a little weird. We've hit the half-hour mark in. We're at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. But yeah, it looks like the DMA is just holding it back. Let's take a look at the volume profile. More sells than buys. So the sell pressure's on. Red volume candle. Multiple red volume candles. One little green in the middle. Completely rejected. Looks like we're going to come down for another test of resistance. We could go all the way down to 399 in this move. Yeah, we have a lot of resistance now. We have resistance at 399.55. Where are we at? 399.68. Let's see if we hit 399.55 and bounce. I would expect with the convergence of these multiple support lines. So there's a resistance turn support right here. There's a longer term support right here. There's the bottom of the beast right here, which you can consider the bottom of your Bollinger Band. Just for all intents and purposes. I'm not explaining it right now. And then we have the bottom of the linear regression line right there. And if we break through these, you know, then I might stop. I might just watch, because then I don't know what the fuck's going on at that point. This is not unusual. It's not unusual. Do we want to... I think I have a ready-made fib retracement here. So, let's see. This has already hit the 618. This is supposed to reverse. Normally, you kind of want to see it not really going past the 0.5 from your top. And I'm not going to explain Fibonacci retraces right now, but this is kind of really and I guess, you know, I don't know if this has any... This resistance is here for that specific reason at all, but... normally this is built up from price action. There really should be a bounce off here, and if there isn't a bounce off the 0.618, which it looks like there really should be, especially from what I'm looking at. I don't know, a complete failure back to the mean, that would be unusual. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I see this support to being too up, and here we go. So, I don't know. I would say if we're going to see the retracement back to the upside. Put this back at 401. Well, that's weird. It just coincides with the very top of the linear regression. I would say that we're going to see that now, but I don't know. The sell pressure is consistent and heavier than the buy pressure, but not right here. Let's see. I need to put my ratios back in here. This is where I say that it would start. So let's see what happens in the next minute. I'm going to walk away for just about 10 seconds. Okay. What do you think? What are your thoughts on what you're seeing? So what my thought is that we're going to fight back right here, break these resistances, maybe range a little bit, but eventually go for a retest of our local daily high of day. But a lot of me is telling me that it's fallen down too. So you know what? I got to be honest. I don't know. It's supposed to go back up. What do you think?
It's not clear at the moment. I think maybe we will test the local support levels.
Yeah.
The smaller ones.
Yeah. Like right.
Then go up again.
So where do
Not
you?
really sure. It's kind of sideways in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, this is to me. I feel like it's going back. So let's see what happens. So do you think we're going to break resistance lower, or do you think we're going to retest the highs in the next minute or two? What would you say?
Just a guess, not an educated guess, but I'd say I would be with you that we.
It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's making a go for it right now. So that's a huge candle. Broke through
Right now,
multiple
we're
resistances.
off
Yeah, it only made sense for this to happen. All right, so let's see if we could break VWAP. If we break VWAP, then we're going to continue our move to local resistance and then to our high of day. I'll be back for 1 second. Is our music on? It says it's on. Let me... I just want it to be too high. I mean, it's pretty damn low compared to our microphones. You hear that? You hear it playing through my phone? All right, let me get that out of the way. All right, I'm just going to turn it down a little bit lower. I'll get all this stuff completely back fine-tuned.
We did not break VWAP.
We did not. So we retested VWAP and we rejected, and now we're holding on the DMA to see what happens. I don't know. It looks, all right, so, I mean, it looks like it's going to range. It's got to break VWAP for a move up. We just retested it. We're getting sell signals now. The DXY is going up. I mean, that just means downside. I mean, like, it's not hard, you know, and that's why I really want an audience to build, because it's really not hard to kind of, you know, determine things off of other predetermined factors. So, like, you know, when we come up for a retest of VWAP and we have a hard rejection, that we're most likely going to see a little bit more downside. That's just what it is. And, yeah. And eventually, as we grow, maybe we'll have some people to argue with us. And then we could all, you know, give our points on which one's right. But, yeah, right now, I don't know. The steam completely, it looks like she blew her load immediately in the first 10 minutes and fell off, broke all the supports, the local supports from that move, came down to the 618, and now we're just hovering. We're just hovering at the 618 and looks like we're going to range. If I throw on our fib retracement, just take a look. Let's see, are we still in the 618? Can't see shit. Right. Oh, it has turned. So it's going the other direction now, my retracement. But that should be a different thing. No. Alright, that's alright. Oh, it's finding itself.
Ah, it's an automatic retracement.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I have two different ones, so this shouldn't be going this direction, but, maybe something's wrong. It's okay. There's still a lot of kinks to work out. Wow, AI is calling for 457 from 399.73. So that's what the AI is calling for a retest of that support. And that's not even high a day. So the AI is thinking like us. But I don't know, man. It's just getting beat down. It doesn't have the pressure to go. It just doesn't have. They're relatively equal, but the resistance is too strong. It's too strong. Wow. I haven't made a call yet because this range. I mean, let me see if I can get. Hold on. First of all, I don't know why that keeps happening. It keeps doing this thing where it takes off part of it because of some calculation happening. It's really annoying. All right, there we go. So if I bump this to a 15-minute, what am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at a much broader falling wedge. That could be from the crash. In fact, it is. It held this trend line. 3 15-minute bars, but that's a doji reversal bar right there. AI is not even calling for a move up from the reversal bar. But, I mean, it's in a broader falling wedge on the 15-minute. Take from that what you will. So what that means is that this is supposed to be breaking through this. Falling wedge, normally you break to the upside outside of the falling wedge. Do you go that much further? Depends. This is a monstrous range for a falling wedge. But it's the computer, and the computer is saying that that's the deal. But at the same time, the AI is calling for 442 and at the same time saying that you're going to range between 399.79 and 396.17. So I don't know. My AIs are all calling for a fall today. An ultimate fall.
Just tested VWAP again.
All right. Let's see. Yep, we did on the previous candle. And on a Thinkorswim. Wow, Thinkorswim is a mess. It is just a full-on range. But now, I have to say, in my experience, when we're ranging directly under VWAP, it's trying pretty hard to break it. Because normally you'll get a little bit of distance. Once you break below VWAP and like you're pretty much screwed, there's going to be some distance between your range and VWAP. We are ranging into VWAP over and over. Think of it like a hammer. It's just hammering at VWAP. And eventually...
when will we break it? On the 3rd? The 5th?
In my experience, the 4th or the 5th is usually a break, but I'm seeing so much weakness on my trading view. You know,
Yes.
it's crazy. And, you know, I'm seeing it now on Thinkorswim too. So I don't know. It's so weak that I can only expect a fall. It's just like the patterns are pointing up, but the price action, the volume, the sell pressure, even my Elliott wave, my computer, all of my AI is saying like, you know, high 390s, 396, 397, 398. So I mean, take from that what you will. Maybe this was just a monstrous, fake out. But I assume that we would see a move up, a move down, and then a move back up to new highs. That's my thought process. That's still 50-50. I just keep seeing this wave of negative sell pressure coming in. So we're ranging, but I'm still going to stick with we break high a day, ultimately. How long's that going to take? With this range, I don't know. We just broke VWAP. So it doesn't show here.
Let's see where this candle ends.
The next candle, if the next candle opens over VWAP, then it's time to start testing some resistance. But like I said, any book will show you from what you're looking at, this bitch is supposed to go back up. And now we're looking at a symmetrical triangle. Not a falling wedge, but a symmetrical triangle. Now, is it? No.
It's closed just below.
I almost want to say that there would be a measured move involved here, but not quite. It closed just below? Yeah. No, it's above. We're above VWAP. We are above VWAP.
For you, yeah. With the Heiken-Ashi candles, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the regular candles on Thinkorswim, and that's above VWAP too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at my regular candles. I can maybe... Oh, let's see. I'll just throw it in. So you could see we're above VWAP. Here we go. Over here. So. And it's moving. It's moving. It's just like I said it should, right? Like, what did I just say before that happened? It should go here and then down here and then... So now we're finally seeing that. The algorithms are finally kicking in. And because they love those patterns. So, yeah. So now we just have to break resistance. 401 is at 60 cents right now. Let's see. Where are we? 400. We just broke VWAP. There's no confirmation for this. 401, 59 cents with a 50-cent stop loss. 401 calls at the money. Geez, and we just dropped literally the second I said that. All right, well, I'm going to stick with it. So 401 calls, 59 cents with a 50-cent stop loss. I'm keeping an eye on it. Yeah, that's what I would do right now. Should I do that right now, actually? Maybe I will do that right now. I'm not going to let the chat know. I'm not going to let the chat know. Wow, I'm just looking at everything else. Everything else is red as shit. Although Sundial's up. MMAT is running, actually. GameStop up. Ape and AMC down a little bit. All right, let me get that out of the way. All right, so we're testing resistance right now. I'm still calling 401. I'm still calling 401. I mean, you could be grabbing 400s right now, too, and you'll probably kill it. 401's exactly where I said. It's still 401 at 59. 50-cent stop loss. What are we seeing right now? We're seeing rejection. So will this be my... So I'm 1-1. My first call today was right. My second call was wrong. Which, damn, I haven't been wrong in like 20 calls. But, hey. I still think we're going to see 401. But it's falling apart. I'll tell you that right now. It's 4 cents from stop loss. It's like, do you have conviction?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of conviction, honestly, with the way this market's ranging. But we're literally 2 cents below buy. I wonder if I would front run the stop loss. Sometimes I'll do that, chat. I will 100% set because I don't set the stop loss mostly, because then stop.
Mentally?
Say it. Yeah, I do it mentally, and I watch. I basically get the close position order screen up, so it's just a one button push, and I'm out.
Yeah.
You know. Now I will, I only like to set stop losses when I'm in profit. Then, and then even then it's like you might as well just get out because it's, because they can see your orders on the other side. So stop hunts,
Faked out all the time.
oh, all the time. Stop hunts are crazy. That's why I don't like setting them because like it'll go from 59 and then drop to 48, stop you out with $90 loss. Or no, $110 loss if you're 59 to 48 at 10 contracts. So you're at $110 loss and then blast itself to 65. And then you could have been in a $60 win. If you're, this is scalping. So everything I'm talking about is 0 days to expiration at the money call scalps.
What's your
Let's
typical trade duration?
no more
Couple
than
minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. That's how I'm trading right now. That right now is, I don't like being, I honestly, I don't trust the market. As someone who, wants to, has been doing this and wants to continue to doing this, like, I just don't trust the markets at all, which is crazy. But that's why we can play both sides, And I was an ape, just like everybody else. Fuck the hedge funds. Fuck shorting. Da-da-da-da-da. And I don't short companies per se, but I'll buy puts on, I'll buy put options on. I won't short the way that you short with stocks. But I will buy put options on the SPY because you got to be able to make money both ways because it just makes it that much better. If you're only looking to make it on the upside, there's entire days where you have no opportunity. So you have to be able to go short, especially when and I will say this a million times, that's going to be that. I might even write that as the point of the channel. The point of the channel is that if you're not a seasoned trader and even if you are a seasoned trader, I believe at this point, and I've just realized that in the past few months, and if you listen to last week's stream, you heard me say it too. You should focus on one vehicle and one mode of trading. So our vehicle is the SPY, ETF Trust Index, and it's our security. That's our security. And our vehicle is options. One thing, we're looking at SPY options. I'm not scanning for all stock. I used to do that shit all the time, looking at hundreds of stocks, moving back and forth. Screw that, man. I am studying. This is all the stocks anyway, the top 500. So I am just studying that. And that is my goal, to be an expert at SPY options. And I'm not going to touch a single thing outside of dumping out of my crypto positions, which is something I'm considering. And, some old stocks. That is the point of this. It's just mastering one security, one vehicle. It's the way to win. If you're fucking up, if you're losing money, if you started day trading and you're like, I can't do this, go to one security, one vehicle, and master it. Stop going to FinViz and looking at whatever stock's popping. That's cool, and you could do it. My voice cracked a little bit there. That's annoying, but, and it works, but in these uncertain times, and if you're really trying to do this, we are getting destroyed right now. We are getting destroyed. I don't even know. I'm going to, we are testing the bottom of the linear regression. There is we blasted, so while I was bullshitting to everyone, we blasted through one 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of support. Just blasted through them in 2 minutes. Oh, God, and another one. So it looks like we're testing. I got to be honest. This looks like it's going to go right past the linear regression bottom line.
Is there any news catalysts?
No, so like on the economic calendar, screw you. I've been a subscriber and it wasn't worth it. Oh, it's only $1 per week? Or maybe I will do it again. St. Louis Fed President James Bullard interviewed by MarketWatch. New York Fed President John Williams speaks at Economic Club of New York. All right. I mean, I could see Wednesday being nuts. Oh, yeah. Lots of numbers coming out Wednesday. This looks like it already happened. How would you show it? So you're showing us the actual a day before it comes out. That's cool. Yeah, I don't...
Forecast, okay.
I haven't paid enough attention to these names to know why they're... I mean, I know they're local Fed presidents, but... I guess the New York's going to be a little bit more important. I don't know. I don't think this is really... I think this is the market playing on the market. I don't think the market's... Not on this, at least. Maybe there's some news happening, but... We've wiped out everything, almost the entire gain from open. Looks like it wants to retest the lows of the day. So I was wrong. I'm going to delete it. My stop loss is long over with. I would have been out 15 cents ago on the 401. The 401 is demolished. It's at 35 cents. So, yeah, up and hold on. The I thing's happening again. Oh, God damn it.
Still didn't get it out?
No, I need to get drops or something. Basically, chat, what happened is when I was making my coffee, somehow a grain of coffee got into my eye, and it was literally at like 9:15, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I just went on stream anyway, even though I couldn't get it out. So randomly, I don't know, there's a poisonous piece of coffee in my eye. But I'm muscling through it because that's what men do. Holy shit. This is a bloodbath. I'd be looking at puts heavily at this point. Not right now because we're looking at a bottom. So honestly, I'd be looking at calls. But ultimately for the day, holy shit. What did I say in the beginning about Motive Wave? What did I say?
Is it correct again?
What did I say? Look at this fucking... I cannot believe it.
Show us.
It's on screen. Look at it.
Right.
What I was like, oh, there's no way that it's gonna go down.
No way.
Look at it. It just can buy Motive Wave, people. I should talk to them actually before I say that. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. You can make sure I get. Yeah, not until I have a referral link. Yeah. In fact, let me get that shit off. Because apparently I have a fucking crystal ball that is now for the 3rd day in a row. Not in a row, but the 3rd day that we, looked at it. Is calling shit that I never thought would happen. I never thought it would go as high as it did on the last time we streamed, and it went exactly where it said. I never thought it would come back to where it said it would go, and it's happening right now. This is disgusting. If you look at... I don't even need to show you another chart. This is disgusting. It looks horrible on Thinkorswim. It looks like a goddamn... it looks like someone got stabbed. It's just blood. Just completely wiped. Yeah. Oh, man. The call would have been better, like, here. And then just got out. I don't know. So, yeah, at this point, now, if those were in paper, I would have been out. So today's day would have been, this is where I would have walked away. I've made 2 wrong calls at this point, and if they were paid, thank God I didn't go in, and they were just paper. So that is part of my rules. Two losses, I'm out. So, yeah, that's... That's basically, yeah, I would have been done for the day at this point. I would have been like, yep, I don't know what's happening. This is kind of interesting price action, so I don't know if I would have stopped looking at it, but there would not be any money on the table right now. Definitely not. I have no fucking clue. I mean, at this point, we're looking at like, there's no clear shoulder shit happening. But this is like a Wyckoff redistribution, basically. It was just... Yeah, we're going to go retest. Just kidding. Boom. Like, just wiped. We're literally right where we started. It took an hour to get back to where we started. Yeah. So, all right. So then what do you do in this position? Now, if you're looking at this much of a waterfall, now I would say to myself, I'm looking for a retrace back up, or at least a quick scalp back up because of all this resistance and how we consistently are getting tricked by sell pressure. Look at all this red in a row. Oh, and it's just going higher. Imagine it breaks the previous, because it looks like that seems to be the high of the day for volume. If we get a red candle higher than that at some point, oof, it's going to be disgusting. So what do we think about this point? So we think about it two ways. We say, now, is this going to retrace back up? Now, normally I would say yes, but I've been faked out twice, even though we're at the very bottom. And this is kind of, honestly, if I was watching a certain someone, they would say we have to go long right here. So yes, indication is say you have to go long right here. So that's, let's call it 400 at 66 cents with a 60-cent stop loss and just see what happens. I'll just do that. 400 at 66.
We would do, because we are at the bottom of the linear regression. We're at the very bottom of the Bollinger Band. And we see some upside movement right now.
I'm going to call it. I'm just going to say that. Let's see if my third call is wrong. It's already down. No, it's even. 400 at 66 cents. Oh, you know what? There we go. This is cool. I'm going to write that for the papers. For the paper trades. When I say the papers, I mean paper trades. And when I say paper trade, that's just me saying arbitrary numbers. And I'm not going in. I haven't gone in yet. And that was because I was like, I don't know. And that was such the right move. I would have rage quit. Like, I probably would have been like, yeah, bro, we're done. And just shut the stream down. If I had made those two losses. Like, for real. I'm keeping my shit on screen just so that you can see if I'm wrong or not. I am 1 out of 3 right now. I mean, this says up, but ultimately, and I'm going to make a secondary, 399 at 85, just to cover our ass. Should I put or call? I mean, at this point, yeah. So this is what I would say is end of day. Like I want this, but this is where I would scalp right now. And let's see where it's literally exactly where I said it, or just exactly where I would have bought. It has to break so much. Yeah. And I would only aim, so I would probably at 66 cents get 10, that's $660. Get out at 90. Call yourself $240 win. It's at 69 cents. 70 cents. So you're $40 up right now at 10 calls. The weakness just is insane. By the way, the put would have been up too. Both are up. But yeah, so the 400 call, if you're just looking, if you're just tuning in, even though I know you're not, so go fuck yourself. But if you are, I would say 400 call at 66 cents for your right now in and out scalp. ultimately $3.99 put at 85 cents. I would just grab it, even though it's down right now. I would hold that until, say, I don't know, until we saw a drop, because I ultimately think, you tell me if you disagree. I ultimately think we're going to see another drop. I don't know. I don't think we're retesting highs with what I'm looking at. We can't ever is asking me to show notifications. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not sure about it. I would assume
Yeah,
normally we retest like the center linear regression line of VWAP.
Oh yeah. I mean that's
Right,
what should
right
happen.
now, it's weak price action.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I would cut these for a $40 win and just be out and just reassess. No, I'd probably
that
hold.
would be the reasonable.
You know what?
To do.
I don't know. From that bar, the next bar is going to be dramatic, one way or the other. Now
You
I'm,
think so?
yeah, it's either going to be dramatic up or dramatic down. It looks like down from what I'm looking at. Fuck you.
Yeah, looks like.
Wow, it's almost like I do this. Wow. I cannot wait until I'm like 95% accurate. I would say I'm like 75% accurate right now, which is pretty good. 3 out of 4. I'll take those fucking odds. I don't know what the fuck's going on today. So let's see. My 400 call, I would have already cut it because it hit my stop loss at 60. I should be putting the stops too. Yeah, so this is wrong. So I'm now 1 out of 4. Yeah, I would have cut it. Even though I might have been cutting off my nose despite my face because this looks like it could turn.
I'm AFK for a minute.
Go for it. Wow. All right, so I'm 1 out of 4 today. Wow, holy shit. My word. Don't ask what that is. Excuse me. Wow, my worst calling day in months. Look at. All right, so if your Elliott wave is telling you it's going down, I guess listen to it. So like this is what I've been. I just was, I never believe it, in the morning. And I got to be honest, third day in a row, it knew the direction. I didn't like this was here when we were like over here, and I was like, fuck no. But look at me like a dick. But you know what? That's why I bought Motive Wave, and I'm so happy. And I will, I'm not going to push Motive Wave though because they don't pay me or have a referral. But it's good, just to not be a dick about it. It's good. This looks like the little candle that could. I don't know if you're familiar with that story being from another country, but there's the little engine that could. It looks like it wants to go. I mean, that's a candle that looks like it's breaking supports and resistances. Boom! It's almost like someone knew it. All right. Well, I don't know though, because I keep getting cocky as soon as I call a tiny little move, and then the bitch reverses on me. So let's see. By the way, that 400 call that I erased at 66 is at 71. So I cut out for a loss, but if you held for like 2 more minutes, you'd have been up, I don't know, at 10 calls, 50, 60 bucks, nothing crazy. 20 calls, double that. 30 calls, triple it. And that's the beauty of options. Scalable to the moon. Well, to as much as you can afford. Just just absolutely the way to go. I mean, honestly, if there's one thing I could ever tell anyone in this world is just master one vehicle, one security, one vehicle. Because, like, more and more this is becoming like the Matrix. Now, today, like I said, I don't know what the fuck. But ultimately, let's see, that $3.99 put is at a loss. It's at a loss. But the 400 call is at a win. Wow. I'm 20% accurate today. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, no, I'm like at a loss for words. It's like, which you know. I mean, yesterday you were just like, okay, that's enough. I was like, wow, I was just rambling for an hour. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words right now. I mean, but what I will say is what I'm looking at, I feel like it's going to just bam itself right to VWAP. I feel like there's going to just be an explosion. I have no reason to say that except for thought. And look at that, opposite of what I said. DMA is super, but that's what I think. I think there's going to be a candle that just blasts. So let's see. Look at that ping pong action between the midline of the beast and the DMA. This is the midline of the beast, similar to your midline of your Bollinger Band.
Yeah.
Did I ever find a beast definition for the people? Let's see. Beast indicator trading view. It's an acronym. I forgot what it was. The problem with using so much shit, and if you don't focus on all of it, you start forgetting certain things about it. I can't find it. It keeps thinks I'm saying best indicator. Getting a sell signal. Sell pressure coming in. I still think it wants it. Although now it's kind of forming a rising wedge, which is indicative of downside. This is such a weird, like the technical analysis. This is just a range day. You know, I'm going to have to call it as a range day. Range day, just get the fuck out. You're just going to get chopped. And when I say chopped, it means like you're going to just get faked out fucking left and right. It's like, oh, am I going up? Am I going down? Am I going up? Am I going down?
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'd say we're gonna call it at 11. This is a bloodbath. Yeah. I would have been destroyed. Not destroyed, but I would have taken I wouldn't have taken 4 losses. After 2, I would have rage quit. But yeah, this is ranging and ultimately to the downside. I'm going to make one final call of the day just for where I think we're going to end. And then, I'm going to refer to it. I'm going to say, I would grab $3.99 puts. $3.99 P's. It's at 78. So wait, I would wait. All right.
Wait until they're.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Well, we're coming down. All right, I'd grab them at 75. I would grab them at 75 and wait for the day, and I would just do the full 10. Oh. I would just do the full 10. Yeah. $3.99 puts. Let's see, where's $3.99? Well, that's weird how that coincides. This is awesome. I never used one of these.
Yeah, they have nice charts.
Oh, and let's see. What would be my stop? I would say stop at 60. Give you a little room. You know what? I don't see this, even though I called for a monster rally last week, which I thought I was right about in the beginning of the day. I was so proud of myself. I was so proud.
First couple of
But
minutes was
all
very
I...
good rally.
Huh?
First couple of minutes were a good rally.
Yeah, it was a 10-minute good round. I did call this, but I thought it would be like for the day. I thought we'd get a little bit and then boom, and then a little bit and then boom, and then a little bit and then boom, and I was wrong. I think ultimately, so this is my last call of the day because we're going to shut her down in about 15. Because this is a range day that is just chopping. It chopped me out every time, which is rare for me right now. Like, this is my worst percentage calls in a day. Shit, as far as I can remember. So I'm 1 for 5 right now. My last one for redemption will be a $3.99 put at 75 cents. Let's see. And I would literally be aiming. This wouldn't be like an immediate 5-minute scalp. I would wait for 100%. So I would look to get out. So let's see. I would sell at 150. That's 100%. Trying to think. What else would I put in here? It's $3.99 puts at 75 cents. Stop at 55 cents. Oh, take profit.
Take profit, right.
God, I can't. Really have to get myself back in the saddle harder. Take profit at 150. All right, so let's see. It is up. You're up $50 if you bought 10. It's a put, so you know what? All this weakness that I keep saying that I'm seeing, that's why puts are great. Your puts are already up $100 if you bought that at 75. It's at 85 right now.
50 profit targets would be amazing. That's like 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I just did a quick 100% profit target. I don't know if I bought 10, I might right now just to make up for losses. I could sell for 110 profit. I probably would. Just because I took those 4 losses in the beginning, or quote unquote took. But I don't know. I see downside.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely this is just ultimate get the fuck out at 150. Like, you don't have to. You don't really have to do anything. None of this is financial advice. I'm not even in myself. These are paper trade calls. But to me, all I'm seeing is a bunch of fake outs to the upside, and more downside. And like I said, even my Elliott wave is calling for 398s. So if you're at 398 on 399 puts, you are racking some cash. Oh, the AI just gave up. The AI, oh man. The AI just, did you see that monstrous red trend line just show up? Right here? This wasn't here 2 minutes ago. So, I mean, it's got one going up too. So this is, the AI is in no uncertain terms calling for a trend range. Like this, I do, want them to go all the way because it's amazing how trend lines get followed. But I tend to think that we're going to end up here. This isn't the right one. Where's the price label? I tend to think we're going to end up somewhere there. And that's it. I'm not calling another thing. Technical analysis isn't working. So I'm going to go with gut, price action, and Elliott wave. Oh, if you fucking go up, you piece of shit. Let's see. Where's our puts? Still up $90. Oh, over 120, 87 cents, 89 cents. Am I going to redeem myself on this? I think so, because this is, at this point, this bitch is not, we're not going to see a 400 day. Maybe I'll tell you, there's some fuckery that happens at the end of the day. I don't know if you watch until close, dude, but
And sometimes, yeah,
every fucking day, like,
the
if
last
you,
trading hour is
no, it's the last 15 minutes or the 15 minutes after, because you got to worry about. So with Ameritrade, if you don't know this, you got to call these assholes. Let me tell you something. With Ameritrade, first of all, they have until 4:15 to get rid of their options. So you're not good at 4. There's crazy shit happening right now. Keep attention. 89 cents on that put. So that 75-cent put's worth 89 cents. Would you get out? I don't know. They told me that you have to worry. And I'm like, what about credit and debit spreads? I'm like, what do I have to worry until? They're like 5 o'clock. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, why do I have to worry after 4 o'clock for that debit spread or credit spread to go in the money? Because that's what you don't want. If you have a spread, you don't want it in the money either direction.
yeah.
That's the whole point of a spread. So they're like, yeah, you have to worry till 5. I'm just like, well, that just like ruins the fun of it. You know, unless you get that spread at the beginning of the day and then it goes 8 points away from it and then you're like, yeah, there's no way it's coming back. I was like, you're just creating anxiety for no reason. That put is at 90 cents. That is a $150 profit right now. We are now holding on 1 minute support.
So what you're saying is you have to worry about post market too.
If you're doing spreads, you're not like in the clear at 4 o'clock is what I'm saying with Ameritrade. They have until 4:15 to buy or sell. That's why these huge moves happen. This huge fuckery. And then they gave me some bullshit that I'm not even 100% on. They're like, yeah, but you have to worry till 5 in some instances. I'm like, what do you mean? Can I get... And I cursed at the people. Like, I didn't curse at them, but I even said, I'm not cursing at you, but this is how I talk, and this is extremely fucking frustrating. 94 cents on that put. That put is up $190, by the way. And yeah, and they're like, yeah, basically you have to worry. You're not in the clear till 5 o'clock. I was like, that makes no fucking sense. I was like, so you just operate on your own set of rules and the stock exchange be fucking damned? They're like, yeah, pretty much. So, that's what they told me. That's what Ameritrade told me. Ameritrade, if you have a problem with that or whatever, give me money. I'll fucking say something different. I'm for sale. I know a bunch of guys will go up there and say that they're not. I'm for fucking sale. I'll tell you the truth, but I'll say what they want first. I'll be like, this is the best, and I'll be like, probably not. I'll throw in a fucking dig. Sundial getting fucking, down 11 cents. Just throwing out a weed stock for whatever reason right there. Keeping an eye on some of my old positions. And I got to be honest, I was talking to my friend here yesterday, chat, and I'm considering just dumping everything out because I'm not sure. I feel like the entirety of all markets are going to take a shit in the next month or two. I don't know why. Oh my God, that put is at $1. That $3.99 put is at $1. Do with that what you will. If you bought 10, that's $250 in your pocket. 2,500, 3,750, 40,000. I mean, look at me, fucking. I'm not saying another word as far as what's gonna happen. That was, yeah. It's now encroaching on. Oh, we're in the 398s. 400's at $1.50. So we need to go another. We need to be at the low 398s, which. Let's see. Where's my Elliott wave? This shit is a magic ball. I'm not updating it or anything. Whatever this is set at is like correct every day. It's calling for high 398s. Just for the hell of it, I'd probably sell and just collect 200 and look for another entrance. There should be a I mean, if you're looking at all this, there should be a retrace for you to get back in. But I think ultimately we're just, is the linear regression finally pointing down? Kind of. It's angling down now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the trend. That's the trend. Did you make any trades today?
Nope.
No? Were you planning on it or no?
I weren't planning on it.
Ooh, that $3.99 put was at $1.08 just now.
Oh yeah, there was a sudden move downside again.
So we're now breaking the support and resistance. Is this gonna go? This is redemption for me. If that hits, oh my god! Let's see. Where's the $3.99 is at 118. 75 cents to 118.
Try target is in a range.
124. Oh
Yeah.
my god. $750 just became $1,230 to whoever went in for 10. Redemption.
Fantastic.
Redemption. That's what happens when you're optimistic. You get fucked. But when you're pessimistic, you're on point. Wow. I just knew from this fall and this range that it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna fight. Now, technically, there should be a some sort of relief rally off of that, but I believe nothing at this point. If anything, it'll be a fake out to 398.83 and then another smash down.
Maybe. Yeah.
Wow. By the way, if you're that $3.99 put at 75 cents is $1.20 even now. Even now it is up 45 cents or at 10 contracts $450. Not financial advice. Oh my god, you got to see this, dude. So I don't have a screen set up for this. Look at what it is calling for. All right, whatever. Look at that. 397s now. Before 11:30. I got to stop showing people my crystal ball because it's right. It's like right all the time. I should now if I would have bet with that thing, if I would have bought that $3.99 put at the top was probably like 10 cents. I could have got like 100 of them for like $1,000. And they would be $1.16 right now. Oh god. So that grand, so what my point is that grand would be 10 grand. Right now. Right now. That's why this is it, bro. Fuck what you're doing in life. This is it. SPY options? Show me a better opportunity. Now, yeah, you can say you can lose money, fine. But show me a more scalable opportunity. Quicker, outside of drug dealing. Or show me a legal opportunity better than SPY options. Just show it to me. I don't know it. $3.99 if you didn't get out is still at 105. If you're feeling like, I personally feel like this is going to be a bull fake out, but I would also say getting out at 106 if you're in 75 is not stupid either. So this is ultimate, like, get the fuck out. You're up 100%. Don't be stupid. But there is a million times to get out. And like I said, I still don't even think, I think this is going further. I think this is going to hit more than that, most likely. If it happens before noon, I don't like being in options past 2. That being said, I've seen huge moves at 2. There's no blueprint. Everyone that wants to give you a blueprint and wants to sell you trading classes, tell those people to go fuck themselves. Yes, there's a lot of rules. Yes, am I telling you things from what I'm seeing that are somewhat coming true? Yes, there's a basic guideline. Nobody knows what the fuck's going to happen. No one. You never know. You want to know what the best thing that'll cost you nothing is? Watching the charts. Experience. Nothing can replace it. Nothing. No indicator, no charting program, no Elliott wave, nothing. Nothing can replace price action watching experience. Putting a chart up and fucking staring at it. Now, would it be nice to learn the patterns because they end up being, 90% working the way that they should work and looking at price action, looking at candles, knowing what a doji is, what a reversal candle is, knowing your triangles and your wedges, sure. But it's not just one thing. I have been looking for the secret for 7 years. There's no secret. You just have to get the information from 100 places and make an educated guess. Now, are there AIs somewhere that can call this shit 100%? I bet you there is, you sneaky bastards. I bet you have it and you won't give it to us. But, because how could there not? Like, if my bullshit free indicator AIs are pretty damn accurate and my less than $2,000 Elliott Wave AI, this thing just does not want to come into this window, is accurate. Whoa, what's happening? Then, what's a supercomputer? And they're telling us they don't have quantum computers? Don't fucking lie, man. You got quantum computers. You have them. You haven't released them on any blockchains because you're making money. Let's look at those puts, by the way. I know I went off for a second. $1.20. You're still up 45 cents. Like, you're literally golden. I would literally now set my stop loss at $1. Just for the hell of it. Just in case. Even though there could be a stop hunt, so I don't know. If you want to be safe, I'd no, if not financial advice, I'd set my stop at $1 because you're up 25 cents. So, like I said, every 10 contracts, that's $250. 10 contracts, every penny's $10. I mean, it's it's in the simplest of math. So 10 was, so if you got this, 10 of them, $750, because this is 100 contracts, these are 1,000 shares, that's $1,500. I mean, it's simple. This is going to fall again. I'm just going to say those words and that's it. Watch it. Just watch what happens. Watch the next 30 seconds in silence. Oh, fuck you. It's just one candle, but. Oh, it's are you gonna doji? If it doji, go fuck yourself. I just got the green, the tired candle, bro. That never comes up. Do you know how many prerequisites need to come up for it? So basically, a tired candle. I can't tell you what the prerequisites are because it came from a scammer. Meanwhile, he had good, really, really good indicators. This normally calls for a bull run or a relief rally. To where is the question? Let's see if there's any previous tired candle. So here's one. And here, well, look at that. So actually, look at both. Just completely wrong. So let's take that with a grain of salt. Oh, I'm getting the eye thing again. Looks like it's right in this instance. I'm going to have to be AFK for 1 sec.
All right.
Wow, this eye thing is no joke. I don't even know where I put down my headphones. Hold on. Oh, here they are. Oh, right. Oh, this eye thing's killing me. All right, so 399's at 108 right now. What's up?
So, as if you predicted it, your $1 stop loss would have been hit. And now we see some
Oh, yeah.
Some small downward.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's the danger of stop losses, is that you will get hunted out. But if as long as your stop loss is in the profit and you can get back in, it's not a big deal. It's just a safe way to do it. But like I said, ultimately, I feel like it's just going to keep going down, and I think that 399 put will see $1.50. 400's already $1.71. So we only need for that to occur. Where are we at? We're at 398. So we just need to be low 398s, 397s, and we'll be at that $1.50. And you're at 100%. It's now 11:03. How long do you want to wait a little bit to see if this hits?
We can do a couple minutes.
Yeah, let's chill out for a few more minutes. Let's see if we got anybody coming in right now. Nope, nothing going on. I'm just gonna write a thanks for watching, even though not a lot happening. Boom. Can I heart this? Oh, I could pin it. All right.
Sweet.
This was just crazy. Let's see, where is it? It's at $1.19 again.
Yeah.
Now, and like I said, so when I say stop, that for me is in your head. Like I said, I don't like being, because I see the hunts. Now, the problem with the pro for the stop loss is that as long as you don't get screwed with slippage, if there's a huge move, you're going to be out. You're going to be taken out in profits, or with minimal losses. But the con is that it could just stop hunt right to your stop loss, take you out, and then blast right back up, which I find to happen more often than not. So would I have set that at $1? I don't know. I have to be honest with you, because of what I'm seeing. And let's say, and because of my calls before, I probably at about $1.20 would have been out. I probably would have been out with the 45-cent win, and felt fine, and then called it, because 2 losses, you should stop. I was already at what, 4? Because I was 1 out of 5.
Would have been a very nice profit.
Oh yeah. At 10 contracts, 750 to 1,200. Yeah, nice $450 profit. And honestly, from what I'm looking at, I probably wouldn't have a stop. Yeah, like if I was in right now and not streaming and like this is happening. Well, so, all right. The real smart thing to do is to take your profit and then get back in when you feel comfortable again. That's the super smart thing. But if, like, let's say you can't trade more than, you waste a whole day trade, and so you're trying to maximize it, I would say that I have a good amount of conviction that this is going to hit 397. I have a good amount of conviction. There's so many failures. There's just so many failures. How far below VWAP are we? And then it's 11 o'clock. Are we going to go red to green? I mean, we just don't know. And that's why I like to say another rule, try to be out by 11. It's just, if you can make enough money to where you're happy by 11, just try to do that. It's just a small piece of advice. By the way, that 399 put, well over, about 1,200 right now. Oh, now it's fallen a little bit. I think we're going to see another waterfall. I think it might even be, could you imagine if it hits exactly where I put it? Like I said, I'm not making another call.
The crystal ball.
See, it's still at $1.20, $1.21. I got to be honest, though. I would have been out. I would have been out probably getting into 398s, honestly. But this is our last call of the day. We're going to see if it could do more than 45 cents in profit. or if that was the best you can do. All I see is red. And that's not because my eye's bleeding. It's not bleeding. I'm just kidding. But I'll tell you, coffee grinds in the eye. You know, if you're ever in a fight, have some coffee grinds on you. Throw that shit in their eye, man. That shit sucks. God, it's like sand with a knife on it. So it's trying to make us think that it's going up. But, I mean, here's if you want to see how full of shit the market is, just get real close to that, to your volume profile. All right, how much of that is buy and how much of that is sell? Are you going anywhere with this? Everybody and their mother's trying to sell it. Look at this.
Yep.
This is just short land. How could you go up? See, that's the other thing I like to tell people. Like, notice things that are like super obvious. Like, how in the fuck can you go up with no buy pressure and all sell pressure? How? I can argue that you can't, and that this is going to go lower. $1.28 on that $3.99. Let me just bring it down here so people can remember it.
Oh.
$1.30. You were at $550 profit. Another place I would probably get out. Not financial advice ever. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Although apparently I was told that I could work for, do investing with like fucking, with like, I don't know. There were dudes, I don't want to talk about it too much, but dudes with like associates and shit are like handling millions. I don't know what the fuck, but cool. But not that you need a degree to be good at this. That's never... I know people with no degrees that'll fucking make more money than I'll ever see in my life. So that is not what I'm saying. But I always thought you needed to be like a certified financial advisor to do that. Apparently you don't. You would think, because of this falling wedge, that there... I mean... Technical analysis says retrace or recovery, but we all know that the market's a fickle, lying whore today. $3.99's down to $1.15. So, yeah. I mean, this is ultimate, but I would have been out 4 or 5 times at this point, even though I still think it will hit 150. But I wouldn't want to sit and wait to watch it. That's the other thing. You know, I would want to sit and wait to watch it, and that's a problem, actually. It's unhealthy to stare at a chart all day. That being said, I've sat here from 7 till... I've sat here for 11, 12 hours. Hundreds of days. Aftermarket, pre-market, full market. Staring. I guess I'm not...
That's why you now reach be out at 11.
Yeah. It's 11-11 too. Angel numbers. 125 on your 399s. So those three
up at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good for that. It's at $1.25. I mean, you're up $500 if you got on that. Not financial advice, but at least the last one. So what is that? 2 out of 6. So 2 out of 6. Worst day ever. But the ultimate. So there is some redemption at the end. We would have been at monstrous profit. Depending on how many you got here. So, where is it? 123? All right, so I'm going to erase that. So, that's going to be it for the day. It's really choppy. If you haven't made any moves and you're really not feeling... I mean, I would say ultimately, if you have a gun to your head and you have to bet, I would say get into puts. I think we're going to end below 398. I don't know for sure. But that's just what it's looking like. We could flow green to red. I don't know. But crazy day. Only 2 out of 6 calls were right. So we're going to call it. I want to thank my boy for coming on. We will... I'm not sure when we're going to see you next. I'm most likely going to be coming back 5 days a week. I don't know how many times I'm going to have people with me. But we'll let you know as we go and as we get this channel moving. So I want to thank my friend. Is there anything that you want to leave the people with? Any advice? Anything that you've noticed today about the markets? Anything you want to leave anybody with, or just goodbye?
Just agree with you. Guys, don't be fools, be out at 11.
Yeah, definitely, try to get your moves in early, try to make your money in early, and then go enjoy the rest of your day, spend it with your family, do some stuff you like.
Exactly.
All right, so that's going to be it for Night Trader Crew. We are out for the day. I wish you guys a very happy and healthy trading day. Really be careful. Watch your sizes. You will get chopped today. It looks like it wants to make a giant move to the upside, but we don't know. But that's going to be all for today. I want to thank everybody for coming, and we will see you next time. And peace out from the Night Trader Crew. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. We will see you soon.
See you.